All hell is breaking loose right now in Russia as Zelenskyy just launched a massive drone swarm and flamingo ballistic missile strike deep in Russia. St. Petersburg is on fire. Take a look, folks, right here. Overnight, Ukraine's defense forces targeted key Russian energy infrastructure, striking a major oil terminal in St. Petersburg and igniting a large fire visible across the area. The facility is among the largest oil terminals in all of the Baltic, operating 21 storage tanks with an annual handling capacity of approximately 12.5 million tons just destroyed by Ukrainian defense forces. Let me show you right here what it looked like when the drone was in the air on its way to hit this massive facility in St. Petersburg. Now I'll share with you this video of the port of St. Petersburg so you can see what it looked like itself. It is on fire. It is spreading that fire. I'll share with you another video right here. This used to be an area that was heavily fortified, and you would not be able to even dream about Ukraine getting some of its ballistic missiles or drone swarms into an area, or at least that was the public perception of everything. But we'll take a look right here as the budget, was supposed to be allocated for Russian air defense. Was either patching up some refineries that have been destroyed, or who knows where it's going at this point. Thanks, hat tip to Jay and Kiev for getting some of this footage aggregated. More footage as well that you can see over here. Let's talk about what was posted by President Zelenskyy. President Zelenskyy posted the following about what he refers to as his long-range sanctions. He talked about how effective his long-range sanctions are. Last night, our Ukrainian long-range sanctions against Russia over this war reached targets near St. Petersburg. Ukraine's defense forces struck port oil infrastructure that generates revenue for Russia's war. And there were also successful strikes in Kronstadt, an important military target. The distance from Ukraine's state border is more than 850 kilometers. My thanks to everyone who is ensuring Ukraine's precision in carrying out our long-range sanctions. Glory to Ukraine. I want you to take a look what was going down here. You can watch for yourself. Now, also, we're learning that Putin's super yacht has been urgently transported to the Arctic due to threats that it will be attacked by Ukrainian drones. It's an 82-meter super yacht, though Kasatka, worth an estimated 117 million euros, has left European waters and is headed for Murmansk. The vessel is accompanied by 2 Navy ships right there. One of the things that we're learning as well, and this is what U.S. intelligence has been telling Poland and telling Ukraine and others in Europe, that Russia is planning an attack on Warsaw in Poland to try to test the resolve of NATO. Critical infrastructure could be targeted by missiles and drones, with soldiers potentially crossing the border from Kaliningrad or Belarus. As Spravdy writes, Russia's years-long operation aimed at destroying the alliance between Ukraine and Poland is only part of Kremlin's plan. U.S. intelligence says Russia will attack Poland soon, and so we will see what happens there. And as Spravdy notes, will Russia try to blame Ukraine for the attack on Poland? I'll share this with you. A missile strike by Ukraine on Russia's Belgorod Michirinskaya thermal power plant that triggered widespread disruption across parts of the cities. Telecommunications have been impacted, with mobile networks and internet connectivity reportedly experiencing significant disruption. You can see for yourself right here. We'll show you more footage here posted by Jay in Kiev over here from the missile strikes and drone swarms in St. Petersburg. Now, we also are aware that Putin called Donald Trump today, according to Russia's media networks, They say that the call lasted 90 minutes or so. Barack Ravid, Trump's personal stenographer, who is a reporter at Axios, wrote the following. Russian President Vladimir Putin called Trump and congratulated him for the U.S. 250 Independence Day. The Kremlin says the call lasted an hour and a half. Putin invited Trump to visit Russia, and this followed Ukrainian President Zelenskyy saying that he spoke to Donald Trump, and Zelenskyy posted, I congratulated Trump and all Americans on Independence Day. We're grateful to the United States for assistance we received from Javelins and Patriots to political support, and we deeply value that America stands by us in defending our independence. Of course, Trump and I discussed the current situation on the front line as well as our diplomatic efforts. We have agreed to continue these discussions during the NATO summit. Thank you. Happy 4th of July. That went first, and then Putin announced that he spoke with Donald Trump for approximately 90 minutes or so. I'll share this with you as well because we're learning more about those phone calls. Yuri Yushakov, one of Putin's and Donald Trump, one of Putin's top aides, said Putin gave Trump precise evaluation of battlefield developments in Ukraine war. Putin-Trump discussed their discussion was pragmatic and constructive. Ushakov says Witkoff, Kushner to keep aiding peace efforts and are prepared to visit Moscow again. So more Witkoff and Kushner apparently heading to Moscow. Ushakov says Putin and Trump talked for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Trump offered before NATO summit in Turkey to assist Ukraine conflict settlement. And just also notable too that Kim Jong-un tested more missiles today, cruise missiles, which I just find interesting because every time there were tests under former President Obama before Kim Jong-un had nuclear weapons, it was always used as like Obama's weak, Kim Jong-un is testing nuclear weapons. And now under Donald Trump, when you have Kim Jong-un has nuclear weapons and does all of these cruise missiles, like it barely gets reported on as well. I want to share this with you too, though, because, you know, we see Ukraine striking deep inside Russia and St. Petersburg and other areas. But you also saw in the past week, Russia striking inside of Ukraine. These were the massive strikes that were launched in the heart of Kyiv by Putin. I'll share with you over here. Let's play it. More over here, you can see Kyiv being lit on fire earlier this week. Close to 30 people died in the strikes by Russia on Kyiv. The 5-star Premier Palace Hotel in central Kyiv was severely damaged in the Russian strikes. You can see right here that it was on fire as well. I'll show you the aftermath footage of a large jagged hole in the ceiling. Pool filled with floating debris in Zaporizhia. This gym facility was targeted by Russia. You can see for yourself right here. And then I want to share with you just what these flamingos looked like that Zelensky's been launching at Russia. I showed you St. Petersburg, but let me show you what it looked like when they targeted Russia's Titan Barakati factory a few days back. Then I'll show you the footage showing the launch of these several FP5s, the Flamingo ground launch cruise missiles that targeted the Volgograd Oblast, southwestern Russia, earlier this week. So you can see that as well. Well, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think about all of that. We'll keep you posted every step of the way here on the MeidasTouch Network. We want to keep you updated on what the latest developments are there. Hit subscribe, help us get to 7 million subscribers, and thank you so much, everybody, for watching this. We appreciate you.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.